Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Youjo Senki Episode 9. This one, I gotta say, it felt like it was longer than a week waiting for this for whatever reason. But yeah, I really, really like this one a lot. This might be one of my favorite episodes so far. And it's odd because there wasn't much actual fighting, but just the whole strategy and the way they went about things with characters here I liked a lot. But I'll talk about it part by part because it's probably more organized if I do it that way. So we start off this episode being told that it is a few days later, and Tanya is still dealing with her morality. She's like, I was ordered to do it. I only fired on the soldiers. What happened to the civilians? Somebody else did that. So she's still struggling with that morality. And Uger is back. What up, Uger? And he is actually now running errands with the railway division, is the way he puts it. And he lets her in on a future plan that they're going to be putting into place to pull back the Rhine front a bit so that Tanya's unit will be the rear guard, of course, during the pulling back of the line. And when they pull back their line at the Rhine, they're going to do that to lure the enemy's main forces in and then collapse in on them and demolish them. Which honestly is a very good strategy that I'm not sure how the Magic France, what are they called, the Republic, I'm not sure quite how they are not telegraphing this, but then again they don't know the complexities of modern strategy as Tanya would. But either way, they discuss at a meeting later on that a landing attack is a landing attack like what they did against Magic Sweden/Norway is not going to be possible because it would break the Allied Kingdom's neutrality once they passed into their waters. Zetor then says that he plans to win without pushing in because he has that plan, of course, that Uger spoke of. Then Tanya's forces, we see them fighting at the Rhine and they're getting really wiped out. They're struggling. Tanya says that she won't retreat though because it would give away their plan. They have to stick with how they're doing things. And then of course she gets Fedora triggered by the guy on the radio. Then we have the false retreat beginning, and there again are a lot of injured. I really like the moment they had between Victoria and Grants, and how Victoria's like, come on, don't stress so much about it. It's said in our law class, right? Anything that we do, it's the commanding officer's fault. So if there was anything we did wrong, it's on her. She knows about that. So I love even later on when they talk about it, how Victoria's just so chill with everything. Then Eric and Tanya actually talking. I like the scene between the two of them as well. I like that there's always this tension between them, but they also work together. They have to. So I do kind of like that. We find out they're using third world propaganda to make it seem like they did try to do a main attack and that it's not working, so they're having to fall back just to make sure the main forces of the enemy get lured in. Then Dr. Schrugel is back, bitches. That is probably my favorite scene this episode, when he just busts in and Tanya freaks out like, Dr. Schrugel. So apparently he has made what seem to be mage jets, or mage rockets as it were, mage missiles. And they seem to only go straight, essentially, and they can break the sound barrier, and Tanya keeps pointing out, why are any of these things good things? But the Republic forces then begin their advance into the Empire's territory. We see Bientôt now, because he has injured his hand in that Battle of Arene, is now forced to be just a strategic commander instead of on the front lines fighting. I think he calls himself a cigar toter. But he plans an attack on the flank now. We see Weiss is back and he talks with Grants. And again, nice character scene. And the plan is for them to ride the rockets right into the enemy HQ, essentially. Zetor is eating with the big leader guy who looks like Stalin. I don't know his name. But I actually like the scene between the two of them as well. It was interesting for their characters there. Eric and Schrugel then fire the rockets with the major characters in them. We had a really great moment with Tanya there as well. I like that. And then at the ending, we have the old ending is back. The new one got a one episode run, I guess, but the old ending I really, really like. So I'm glad they brought it back, even though kind of maybe gonna miss the old one as well, or the new one that is now the old one, but you know what I mean. Then the after credit scene is Tanya writing a letter to Taeyeon's family about his injuries and his relief from combat. So yeah, that would be it for the episode itself. And now, as a whole, like I said, it felt like longer than a week of waiting for me. And the story as a whole, the whole time watching this, I thought this show has been so much better lately. Like the first 3-4 episodes to me, whatever. They were okay. Probably the least interesting show this season. But they were okay. I still thought it was good. But these past 4 or 5 episodes have been really good. Like the attack on the fjords with the Entente Alliance. And then I really like that. And then the Battle of Arene I really liked. And now I really like I think it's been a lot better. And I think the biggest thing I want to credit it toward is we focused a lot on the beginning on Tanya and like pretty much nobody else. But lately we've been focusing not only on Tanya, but we've had good focus on Grant, Weiss, Victoria, a lot of the general leader guy people. The focus during the Fjord battle and stuff on Anson was good. I think it's the focus on more than one character and opening up the story a bit, letting it breathe a little more and jump around between characters. I feel like that's really helped the enjoyment of it for me. This episode had really good strategy stuff. I liked the scenes where they were discussing that. Also some good combat moments when we saw the battles at the Rhine. And the thing I liked the most about it, I think, was the character scenes, like Zetor and the other commander guy eating, or the scenes with Grants and Victoria and Weiss. I thought all of those were really good. The character scenes with Eric and Schrugel and Tanya. Yeah, just the conversations and stuff I thought were really strong this week. So I really enjoyed this one a lot. I'm going to give this one a 9. 9 mage rockets out of 10. Mage missiles. 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So like if you did like it, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Are you guys enjoying it more lately, or did you guys think the earlier parts were just as good, if not better? That's an interesting question to leave you with, because I'm wondering if it's just me who's feeling that way, but I feel like the show started out okay, and it's gotten way, way better as it's gone along. Still, this is a pretty good season, I will admit. There are other shows that I still certainly think are better, but this is even one of my least favorite from the season, and I still think it's great at this point. I really, really enjoy it. So that says something about how I feel about the stuff I'm watching this season. I got totally distracted though. Subscribe if you want for this anime and many more. If you're not already, of course. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. That is it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.